Welcome to the Bang the Drum podcast. We are live outside of PayCor Stadium, Cincinnati, Ohio. Not a bad day. It's early.
It's not.
It's early. We're smoking cigars. He's smoking a vape. I'm drinking a Cincinnati Light. He's drinking a Ultra down there. We've had some difficulties. Stevie Boy forgot our chairs, so we look really comfy sitting out here on the tailgate together. This is the romantic episode. Maybe we should call it that. We're calling this
I don't like that.
I don't either. The No Agenda episode. We're just kind of free-forming here today. Got plenty to talk about, of course, in Bengal land with all the drama. We are getting ready to go in and do a stadium tour. We'll have some videos up for that on YouTube. We are BTD Podcast Bengals. Follow, like, share, turn on notifications. We're getting a lot of following there. We're up to over 500 some followers. The beeping is not us. It's the gates where the players' entrance. That's how close we are to the stadium if you hear it. We're going to go over a couple things. We'll be in the weight room later.
We will.
We'll be on the field later.
We will.
We forgot the football.
We will.
This idiot forgot the chairs. I forgot the football. Had to land by the door. So maybe we'll intercept some kid or something. That's a good idea.
So he said idiot. It should be idiots.
Plural. But if some kid's throwing a pass, I'll come through, catch it. Lateral to you. Hook and ladder. Touchdown.
And I'll just absolutely destroy the child.
Run over him. Spike it. Get a 15-yard taunting penalty. Let's go. We're live. So plenty to do here today. So it's cool to see in the weight room and all that kind of jazz.
See this, don't you?
Try BTD. You want to turn around and show the back of your shirt?
Sure. I'm always the guy.
I will not comment on that. But here we are. So plenty going on. Unfortunately, it's June, whatever the date is. What is it, 14th?
14th.
June 14th. There really should be no news in Bengal land, but of course there is. Right across here, if you can see my arm. Those of you listening, sorry, I'm pointing to the left. Where what? Hop, skip, and a jump from the practice field over there where Shemar Stewart walked out. The walkout. So before we get into that, I'll turn it over to Stevie to talk about it. I will comment as well. For those of you that are our age, maybe a little younger, Gary Burbank was great on WLW.
He was.
Earl Pitts off, but I was talking to Uncle Terry, who you guys are familiar with, who may join the show for an episode. We'll talk about that later. And Uncle Terry, he was talking, I sent him something, we need to bring Burbank back for All My Bengals. So he did it in soap opera form, All My Bengals. And there was a lot of drama back then. That show was so hilarious, but it would be pertinent today. So what are your thoughts on Shemar? What's going on here, right outside of here? The brass is probably in there working hard. Maybe not on Saturday. What are your thoughts on that? Probably not.
Man, I tell you, it's nonstop with this organization when it comes to this stuff. It's just so, nauseating. If I get on Twitter or X, whatever the hell you want to call it anymore, and yeah, it's nonstop drama. I mean, when it comes to Shemar, it's a rookie contract, and this language ordeal was just absolutely ridiculous. And basically, I guess from what I understand is, these are things that teams try to do years ago, but what happened was the NFLPA said, "Hey, look, don't sign this contract because what it does, it opens up the gate, right?"
Yeah, it's setting protocol.
Yeah. So they're
precedence.
They're trying to set the precedent. Is what they're trying to do. And actually, to be honest, if you're not going to get in trouble and you're not going to be a dipshit, then just sign the contract because it don't matter anyway. And that's why I think that all these draft picks before him, second, third, they've signed because they know they're not going to get in trouble. Well, for some reason, he's saying, no, I'm not going to sign it because if I get in trouble, you can blow my contract.
Yeah.
But don't get in trouble.
I don't know. Is there injury stuff in there too?
I don't think so. I think it's no.
I read about it and just kind of like hell. Like I wanted Shemar there, and it's the problem with these young guys. It's not.
And if there is, comment because I don't think there is.
Yeah. I thought there was some injury clause. We got hurt before or whatever. They were trying to protect him. Either way, I mean, you drafted the guy. You believe in the guy. You're only hurting yourself.
That's what's aggravating.
Just come on, man. It's
you know what I mean.
It's typical. In my world, I've been dealing with attorneys for a long time. Like they. Well, what if this happens? You're talking one out. I mean, it's just that's what attorneys do. But it's another case where the Bengals seem to be the only one doing it. So just fucking bite the bullet and get him in here. I mean, come on.
From what I heard, the Giants, it's in every contract they do. Mm-hmm. But that precedent was set 2-3 years ago. So I'm saying it's just other teams haven't followed suit like the FLPA thought it was going to. And the Giants just said no. If you're going to be a goofball, it kind of makes sense in New York City, right? You know what I mean? It's like, okay, then we'll avoid everything. Nothing will matter. You won't get your freaking money. I mean, whether I agree or not, that doesn't matter. What matters is he needs to get on the damn fields. I'm telling you right now.
They're going to need him.
Whether he's in the weight room or whether he's in all these their room per se for defensive ends, it doesn't matter. Like, he has to get on the field and start getting some reps with because I mean these practices are important.
As you can see, Stevie Z came back from vacation. He's not in a good mood. He's riled up. He's edgy. He's had so much Bengals build up. It's all flooded to the top. He's got to let it go.
It has. It's flooded to the top so much, I'm going to drink another beer.
There you go. More bad news. I'm going to be in New York City next week. I don't have any clause in my contract, so it's on, baby.
You're already fired.
I'm out of here. New York City, the Big Apple. Love it. Yeah, I think on the field, we've had some comments from people we know and people we don't know stating, and, a person I respect's opinion said they can't be good this year, right? And I said, I disagree. Like everybody's concerned about the defense, as they should be, considering you look at last year, they should be. But honestly, if Trey's here, and I think he will be, we'll talk about him shortly.
He will.
And Shemar will be, too.
I said it from day one, he'll be.
He'll be. So if those two are on the field and the guys they've added and the things they've done, I think the defense with Golden, the linebacker's going to add. I love Pratt in his day. He lost a step. They cut Pratt. We'll talk about that shortly. But I think the defense will be better. And, again, they don't have to be great. They just have to be pretty good. This offense, I mean, there's, you take it with a grain of salt with Burton and that kind of stuff. But Burton.
The Bengals got something going on today.
Yeah, we got it. We're doing a podcast right now. No, you're good. You're good. Yeah, they got a stadium. You're good. I think overall, I think the roster's better on the defensive side of the ball, and that matters. So we'll see. It'll all work itself out, but it's just a shame you always. And the thing is, like, you'll come into here's what happened. You get into August, you're in July. They got the camp dates announced. A couple cool events, and everybody will start forgetting who wasn't here when they're all here. But free agents and agents do not forget. Yeah. They don't forget.
They don't forget.
And the media is going to jump on them.
Man. It's a bad look.
And the media is going to jump on them more than they are other teams. It's just how it is.
But I will say this, from most of the quote-unquote big guys or whatever you want to say, they're not really for or against all this. I mean, they're basically just saying this is why this is happening.
Yep.
And then that's where I heard the Giants thing. It's I mean, I don't know. I'm so sick. Just play freaking football.
Here's the thing, like, we don't jump into it, but politics and sports are awful. Business is not as bad, but business and sports is not good as well.
No.
So as fans and as people that follow, you don't want to hear all that bullshit, because at the end of the day, we can all relate to this. Like, when whoever says, we'll not name a player, I got to feed my family. Okay, Trey, I'll use it, Trey. I'm going to feed my family. You're fucking making $16 million a year. You can't feed your family for 10 generations. Don't play that bullshit
card. 47,000
yeah. If you want to say, hey, I'm not getting my market value, I agree with you. But don't claim that, try to go down to the middle class family, man, like you can't make it. Your fucking great-great-great-grandkids can eat on that and live the rest of their life.
Yes.
So that's where, as fans, they don't get as upset as they used to. It used to be fans would get irate at that stuff. Now we've got this hero cult worship of players. They don't bang on them as much as they used to.
No.
And it used to be, like in Shemar's case, rookies would come in and they get paid a fortune. Then when you're protecting them, I agree. I look at it differently back then. You pay a quarterback back before the rookie salary cap, you're paying him as much as you are superstars, and they go act like idiots. You should protect yourself. Now it's just a different case, right? So, we look at Trey. There's no, Schefter and all these fucking morons. I promised I wouldn't do this today, but I think he's a fucking moron. Like him and Woj and all those guys, they break something 10 seconds before somebody else, and these guys are football knowledge. Schefter's good at breaking. When he has to talk football, he's an idiot, like most of the people on ESPN. Stephen A. Smith and all the rest of them. So, breaking news, Trey Hendrickson's not there. I tweeted out, that's not breaking news. We knew that last week, right? There's no breaking news. So they all they're going to sensationalize it and all that. I do think it's a bad look for the Bengals and a bad look for Trey. We don't know what's true. Again, we've talked about it. Did he get offered $28 million? Who knows? If he did, he didn't take it. Shut the hell up. 75% rate. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
You're 30 years old. Like, play your game. Like, he likes to play that. And I like him. It's going to sound like I don't like him. He plays the old shucks, humble guy. And he did this last year when he couldn't even re-sign, right, the contract.
Yeah.
So, come on. It's probably his agent. These agents are pretty slimy. I've been around. I'm not going to. The biggest name that you guys know in the NFL, I was standing beside him at the combine before when he's working on something probably 6 years ago. And just hearing him on the phone, I felt like I needed to go take a shot. They're disgusting. Not all of them, but he is. He is.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of those guys are that way. So the business of sports and politics, and just leave it all out. Shut the hell up. Let's get back to football. But that's today's society. Sorry, I went on a rant there. Unintended rants. On the field, though, they're saying, and again, I always say take this with a grain of salt because you get in the camera and everything, but they're saying Burton is playing really well, more professional. If he is, that's big time. Your thoughts?
Yeah. I hear the same thing. I also hear Yoshi is just next level. I know Joe threw a dart. I mean, did you see that one? An absolute dart. Yeah, if Burton can do anything, if you got 4 or 5 guys and you got the second slot, I mean, come on. I mean, this offense could be like next level. And I've said it, and I've said it on this podcast many times. With Gesicki in his second year with Joe, it could be next level, man. It really could. And I know you asked about Burton, but it's looking at the offense in whole, just what he can do, how he can stretch the field. And then, of course, you know, the way Zach wants this, they want everybody to be able to know every position. So let's say you put him in the slot right next to Jamar. Oh, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, what do you do there? I mean, I don't know. It's going to be fun to watch.
No, I think, like, you know, as I posted videos, I commented on this solo thing. Like, when you post the videos, I posted Jamar again, YouTube, BTD podcast, Bengals. Jamar and Tino, and you watch them, you get amped up, man. Like, you know, you get fired up watching them, and I think the offensive line, we heard Lapp just a little bit of this to him. I mean, Lapp's a homer. I love him, but he's a homer. But I think this offensive line is better.
I do too.
And you'll say the right guard is definitely a weakness. I don't care what anyone says. If it's for the other guy, if it's one of those, Patrick, is that right? It's not Patrick. So one of those two start, you say that's a downgrade. The way Kappa played last year, it's probably not. It's a wash.
Kappa was bad.
He was really bad. You watch it today, he's really bad. I like him. I thought, you know, when he came in, you know, he's a funny guy and all that stuff. But, you know, I think you got to hope that Karras doesn't fall off a little bit. But I think they got some good backups there. But right tackle, if he's healthy, Mims will be better. Yeah. The left guard position's better. And you got to worry about, you know, Orlando a little bit at left tackle just in terms of health, not in play. So if the offensive line's a little bit better and everything you just said about offense, which I agree, which is rare with you, that offense should be the best offense. Like it's not apples to apples, but the 99 Rams, hope I got the year right. I think that's right.
Yeah, that's right.
99 Rams with Kurt Warner and them. Their offense is so good. Good luck, right? Good luck stopping them. So that makes your, honestly, when you're scoring that many points, it makes your defense a whole lot better. And that's what's going to happen with them. And I got one point here. If you're going to put the water or the beer in the cooler, fucking zip it up. How's it going to stay cool? Why do I have to do everything? Back. Next time I'll do all the
It's in the middle of the podcast, so I need a beer. I have time to do everything.
That's fair. That's right. I did it. So we're good. So we got some new features coming out. We're going to do, when we announce it, new segment.
Sure.
The train going by, for those of you who haven't been down here, Hilltop.
And we'll start this segment today.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Yeah, even though it's original, quote unquote, what we drink. But we'll
and it's 10:25 in the morning on a Saturday. I feel like it's always sunny. That's why we should start like it's always sunny. 10:25 on a Saturday.
It's always sunny in Cincinnati if you got a beer.
Yeah, that's the only way it's going to be sunny. So we got the trains over here to my left.
Yeah, it's great.
And then you got the Bengals bubbles. That's where we're at. We'll actually be parking down there at Hilltop. We're at lot something or other. I don't know what this is called. It's right across from the stadium, Bengal Gym and all that. The craziness is that way to our right. So that's where we're at. The Ohio River is right behind us. I do want to talk some Buckeyes here a little bit later. So that's where we're at. Before we get into this beer segment, I got to go on a quick rant. We'll get back to football, I promise. you doing? Good to see you. We're going to talk about the Edmonton Oilers tonight. Game 5, I am so amped. I compared, McDavid and them, but the heart and the comeback the other night to win that game. And the funny thing about hockey, for those of you who didn't see it, like they're squirting water at each other across the bench. The Oilers just scored. He was so mad, like they're getting fined, they're punching each other, they're going crazy. So it's a great series tonight, Saturday night. It should be great. I'm not joking. If they win the Stanley Cup, I'll cry. I've rooted for this team since a kid, and I will be in tears, happy tears. Tuesday night, hopefully, they got to win tonight.
So this goofball is going to come over tonight. We're going to drink some beer.
That's right.
And we're going to watch this match, I guess you would call
Game,
it.
dumbass.
Okay, whatever. So he's going to act retarded. I did it again. He's going to act stupid. I will laugh. I'm going to turn it up as loud as I can.
It's going to be awesome.
Just so I can hear, or not hear you squall, probably about calls. Or I know nothing about hockey. I can care less, but it's going to be funny watching the end. So, real quick, getting back to...
Let me finish my thought. I got to say one thing. If I saw Brad Marchand out, I would fight him. I would win. I'd get him on the ground, probably Kimura lock him or Americana. I'd beat his ass. Go ahead. You hear that, Marchand? I'm coming for you. Go ahead. What are you going to say?
So getting back to Burton and the offense, and we talked about the defense. Let's say they average 25 to 27 points a game.
They average 25 to 27 points a game.
Okay, you just said it.
That's police academy. That's naked gun. Let's say.
Then you say it.
Frank Drebin.
I've said it before. If this defense can be just stop somebody, and then like field position, this is an underrated point. If McPherson can come back and be what he was 2 years ago, and be healthy. I guess he's changed his diet. He's did a few things. He's changed his exercises. If he comes back and you can start getting just a touch of field position, you're not backed up. You can start at the 35 with the rule change.
Yep,
you get 30, 35, 40 yards, you're in field goal range. Kick the damn field goal. Let's get points on the board. I get the whole analytics point. I understand where a lot of these teams are going. But let's get back to, let's get freaking points on the board and not go for 4th and 1 on the 37, 36 yard line. Let's get points, because if you got a defense that can do anything at all, then that'll lead to better field position.
Absolutely. And you think about, I feel comfortable saying this. This should be the highest scoring team in Bengals history.
Yes.
Should be the best offense in Bengals history, and the best offense in the league this year. You look what everybody else has done offensively. They should put up more points per game than any team in the league, even with the schedule. They should.
Yes. And one thing that a lot of people don't understand is when you have poor quarterback play within your division, then that helps. That's 6 games right there that will, I wouldn't say pad your stats, but it'll ramp you up.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? To make that offense and the defense
Week 1, baby. Week 1's the case in point. So we'll do our Who-Dey segment, then we'll talk about Pittsburgh. So Who-Dey, what we're going to do, we're going to give Who-Dey ratings, 1 to 5, 5 being the best. I mean, it's got to be near perfect. I don't know. We'll find anything on that. So we'll start with beer. I got Cincy Light. My Who-Dey rating for them, it's a light beer. I want to talk with nodes of none. But it's a cool beer. I like it. Nice, light, refreshing. You drink it fast if you really want to. But it does taste well. I go 4 Who-Days for Cincy Light. What do you got for Mick Ultra?
I've got Ultra. I give it a 3 out of 5 just because it doesn't make me feel bad the next day. But it's...
Look at that G. That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. Not super tasteful, but it's something to drink, and I'll drink anything. But what we'll do is I'm not the beer connoisseur, or however you say it.
Close enough.
Close enough. We'll drink the same thing every day, and we will both rate each beer.
Now, every day, every podcast.
No, I mean every day. We're going to drink a beer every day. I'm actually going to get an IV, and I won't even have to drink it. It'll just go straight to the heart. So.
You said it didn't have much taste. It's kind of like you, so that's why you like it. So I got something. I'm going to rate this cigar, and I forgot something. This is important. 2 things. So I got a Perdomo anyway, but the 20th anniversary of Perdomo, I'm about out of cigars, by the way. So this cigar is outstanding. I give it 4.75. Wow. It's probably my favorite cigar. So it's great. So, controversial topic here before we get into something. I hate to do this to you on the air. I really do. It bothers me. You know that I took up for you. You know! I defended you. One more time. You know! Sorry, everybody. I got your back. Way back. Somebody said, man, that you should pay any chiropractic bill I should ever have, and any back issues related to that or hip issues, because all I do is carry your ass on the podcast. Somebody told me. I said, how dare you? How dare you is what I said.
So here's how this goes. This is how a podcast goes.
I took up for you.
You know, there is a guy and there's the other guy. I will be the other guy. It doesn't bother me.
That's your
to
biography.
be the other. Yes,
that's your autobiography.
The other guy. I don't give a rat's ass. I will be the other guy.
You are the other.
I will
guy.
let you show this thing you call a face, and I'll be the other guy. I'll commentate. I'll collar on whatever.
You gonna call? You got your book out?
No, I don't do that either. I'm a permanent marker guy.
That's right.
Where you can't even see anything.
A lady that I'm kind of friends with just sent me a picture of her in a Buffalo Bills while we're doing this. That's ridiculous. Your thoughts on that? How can you root for the Bills? I like the Bills, but how can you root for them?
Does she not live in Buffalo? Or?
Yeah, she was, you know. On. So what else was I going to say? And someone else said, how in the hell can Zorns get on a podcast and drink what's essentially water? Your thoughts?
I gotta work the next day. That's my
It's
thoughts
a fucking
on it.
Saturday, dude. You're not working tomorrow.
I'm not working tomorrow. But it is 10 a.m. or was. I don't even know what time it is now.
10:35.
10:35. 10:34.
Not sure.
So,
So moving on. Also, we want to talk. You weren't with me. You wasn't with me the other day, so I talked about it a little bit. So I kind of gave my thoughts on Aaron Rodgers. I don't know if you'll line up to me or not. Cool bike, dude. What are your thoughts in terms of what Rodgers does? It's official now. Finally, after much, everything with Aaron's going to be a little bit of drama. I think he likes it. I think he does it on purpose.
He does.
I think he is. He's weird. But he's fun. So what are your thoughts on him? And one other thing, like people dog him, and I get it. If you watch Hard Knocks and watch the behind, even when he's like, the team's got videos of him and how the opponents come up to him, they say what they want about him. They admire him and respect the fuck out of him.
So they should. He's earned that.
Oh, my.
He makes him better.
I think so, too.
It's unfortunate. He makes him better. It's just another team that's going to be scrappy. You know, so basically, you hope you sweep Cleveland, and then you can split with Pittsburgh and Baltimore.
I mean, it's sweep them Pittsburgh. It's tough there.
I'm saying hoping, yeah.
You go 4-2 in the division. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
He definitely makes it better. He's a good player. He's going to bring stability because, my God, that team has needed stability. Here's the thing. He probably didn't want to go to Pittsburgh, but it was the best option he had. It was really the only best option he had.
Minnesota would have been a better option, but I don't think they were interested. I don't care
I think JJ's got that pretty much sense.
Yeah, I think, I hate that team up north, but I think he's going to be a pretty good quarterback for the Vikings.
Unfortunately.
Well, I meant for the Vikings, McCarthy, because you go in there and, the weapons he's got around him. So I think that's going to be the truth. So we'll talk about, we're going to wrap this up fairly quick today. We don't have a whole lot of topics. We got that. We'll do some videos and stuff. But Pittsburgh Steelers, I think Tomlin's got a shot at still being over 500 now. If that didn't happen with Mason Rudolph and whoever the hell else they got, I just didn't see it playing out that way. But Rodgers will make it better, but they got Metcalf. I think the running back will help them, but they're still not that great of an offense. We'll see. But he did, like I said on the other day, like I bang on him and the media hates him for reasons that we won't discuss on here. But second half of the year with all the turmoil and everything else in New York, he played pretty well, man. And everything was going wrong. And he started improving a year from Achilles. Cousins still Atlanta, right?
Yeah.
As a backup. That's the weird thing. They got to be asking something because if you rank the quarterback starting, he's definitely top 25, probably top 20 still. Probably is. So I understand Atlanta's viewpoint of playing Penix over him. You got to. You have to do that, given what they gave up for him and that team. But it's kind of a weird situation. So let's talk about the Buckeyes super quick, and then we'll end it up with some thoughts here on the Bengals and what we got coming up. Buckeyes, Julian Sayin will be the quarterback this year. Posted a video of him. We are throttled a little bit on YouTube. I'm not going to get a rant again, but he's going to be a player. I think they got him ranked second in the Big Ten. There's a lot of transfers there. So Ohio State's kind of favored to win it all. Whew. It's tough to do it twice in a row in any sport, and then to lose all those guys they lost, like on defense and on offense, especially defense. But offensively, that receiver group, I would argue that they might be better than some pro teams still, with Jeremiah Smith and Tate, and even Ennis is tough, and the young guys coming in. So I expect a big season at Ohio State. I'd love to go to that Texas game. That will be a doozy with Arch Manning versus Julian Sayin right out of the gate. Saturday, high noon. People are mad about it. I love it. People wanted the night game, but a high noon game, that first game of the year. Yeah. But the good news is for college football now, like it used to be, that kind of game could kill you. It did a long time ago with Ohio State and Texas. But now you can bounce back even if you do lose. If you win, what a catapult, what a springboard, like to move on. So they should be pretty good. So future segments, we'll do the Who-Dey. We'll do all the stuff that we normally do. Uncle Terry will be back. So that's Uncle Terry. We'll talk about him. Do we want him on here?
Sure.
We do? You want Uncle Terry on here. You are the other guy. He's going to steal the limelight.
I'll bring you some Geritol. He'll be fine.
He's going to steal the limelight. He's going to take over. But we'll do it. People have asked for it. You asked for it, we get it. Right, Stevie? That's the Bang the Drum podcast.
That's Bang the Drum.
We'll be inside here shortly. We'll post videos from the weight room, from the field. Forgot the football. I might take him down, blindside tackle, blindside block, get a 15-yard penalty. What we got over here? We got a lot of stuff going on, dragging flags or something. So a lot going on downtown today. Be careful out there, folks. People are angry for reasons that are amazing to me, but we won't get into it. Anything you want to add?
Like, share, subscribe, ring that bell.
Ring it.
All slow traffic, stay to the right. Later.
See you guys. We out.